Next thing that we have to work on is the cart service. So let me close the product API controller here and let me open up the cart service as well as the cart endpoint, which is the cart API controller. Let's go back to our app settings and let me start copying this path. I will add a comment here and we'll say cart settings. Let me paste that 3 more times. Then the first thing that we have to change is the port. So let me go to the top where we have in comments the shopping cart API is running on port 44338. We will copy that and paste it in all the 3 settings first so that we don't forget that. And perfect, that looks good for our cart setting. Now next is upstream path template that is inside the cart service. The first one is add to cart. Let me copy this, go back here and paste it instead of the upstream path that we have. Then this will be a post method, so we will add that right here. Next is the downstream path. For that we will have to go to the cart API and let's go to the add to cart. We have add cart and then API / cart. So that is exactly same as the upstream path. So we will copy that and paste it right here. That looks good for the first method. Now rather than modifying these two, let me just remove them. I should not have added them initially. Let me copy the cart settings. So that way modification is much simpler. The next service that we have is apply coupon. So let me copy the apply coupon because the API and cart stays the same and that is also a post method. So perfect, that's all that you had to change. Let's copy this and keep on pasting one more time. Let's do the same for checkout and all the others. So we will copy, paste the checkout. It is also a post. That looks good. The next one is get cart. Let me make a copy of this. Go back, get the name here, get cart, and along with that we have the user ID. So let's go to the cart API and examine the get cart. We have the user ID here. So this time we will paste the get cart and we will have the user ID. Let me copy this and paste it for the upstream path as well. Because in both the places, if you examine, we are passing the user ID. So our get cart looks good. Let's go back to our cart service. The next one is remove coupon and remove cart. Both of them are post and there is no parameter. So let me switch back and let me copy the checkout one. I will paste that 2 more times. If we go to cart service, let's copy remove coupon and paste it for the first one. The next method is remove cart. Let me paste that. Then we have the final one, which is update cart. Let me make one more copy, paste that here. Let's go back, copy the update cart. It is an HTTP post. So perfect. Everything else stays the same since we are working with the same port. It is just different endpoints. So that's all that we had to do for the shopping cart endpoints. Let me close both of those files. And the final one that we have here, if we examine the main project, is the coupon service. That only has one route. So let's configure that as well. Let's copy this and paste it one more time. Make sure you do not copy or skip one of the bracket because if that goes off, then the complete file is invalid. We'll add a comma and paste it one more time. Let me add a comment here. This is for coupon. Then the upstream path, we will copy that API / coupon. And here we are passing a coupon code for the HTTP GET. So we'll make this a GET here. Let me paste that API / coupon and we have coupon code. With the downstream, we need to change the port. So let's go to the top. Our coupon API is 44393 port. We will copy that and we'll paste that right here. Then the downstream path will be inside coupon API. We have the controller. It is API/coupon. Let me paste that. Make sure to keep the / here. And after that, if we examine, we are getting the code here. So we will just write coupon code. With that, we have configured all of the services that are needed by the web project. Let's run our application and test everything. Let's try to place an order to make sure everything is working. So let me add a few items to the cart here. Let's examine our shopping cart and we get an error here. Let me see which route we missed. The route that we missed is get cart. So let me examine that route here. And if you examine the error again, you can see the request method is get, but inside the get cart, we forgot the upstream method and left it as post. So we will have to fix that, and let's run it one more time. Let's try to retrieve our cart. And great, we got the item. Let me add one more item here. Let's see if our coupon code is working. And perfect, it is. Let's check out. We have populated some dummy details here. Our order total is 51.97. Let me switch back to our database to see if everything went through. Let's first go to the orders API and examine the order header. The order header, great, we have the gateway customer, order total 51.97, and payment status is 1. If we check the email API for order header 10, let's see if there is a record there. Great, you can see we have order 10 has been created successfully and we have our email. So with this, you can see how we have implemented a gateway architecture using Ocelot.